down south with an all-heavy setup, 2 IS-3s, a T-32 and 2 5100s. Yeah, they're definitely
classic Immortals right there. 5 heavy tanks.
They're really just took out the biggest guns they could just for this last set. And look at that Batman here who's saying, "I am Batman."
He very much is so Batman. And on the PvP side, Batman in a IS-3. So the PvP side going with 4 heavy tanks and 1 medium.
Yeah,
so.
Icewater that has systematically been playing with his T-69 today, but yeah, and look at that, pretty standard, I want to say, coming from the Immortals, strong presence to the west, so they definitely, you know, with those heavy tanks, you can't just really have a mobile defense towards like the railroad, because you're just not fast enough for that.
Yeah, I want to see them send a T1 towards that eastern edge of the
they
railway.
Really should,
though.
yeah, they really should.
Just to see if any, if you know, if the PP members want to push down the eastern. Actually, a lot of times, whenever we see a push from a northern team, you know, coming down south, a lot of times we see them use that eastern part of the map.
Well, obviously, you don't want to use that underpass to the west because that's simply suicidal. Sometimes, like, yeah, if the railroad has been well covered, sometimes we just see them like cross straight down the middle through the railroad. But yeah, more often than not, it's definitely oh, the Seer is taking so much damage here.
Seer's in a little bit of trouble, actually.
Yeah, he's probably going to take out Commander Muerte right here. Yeah, he does.
Wow, it won't be worth it though, right?
Like, you know, it's Batman missing a shot, and the Seer is almost down. One more shot's going to do it, and he does go down. That is a crippling blow to the Immortals very early on.
Yeah, that was not worth it at all. A T1 for a T32, a trade that you don't want to have.
Yeah, I don't think like he realized where he was getting shot from actually, because Batman was right there, but I think he was a 5100 like from way back that was just cracking shots at him, and I think he realized that way too late. Yeah. Look at that, he was just Gauvin who eventually took him out, and I'm not even sure where Gauvin is.
Gauvin is actually way up in the north.
Exactly. Part. So he wasn't just engaging in that underpass is just a guarantee of death.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, once you're in there, you can't
There's no way out.
Yeah, you can't go side to side. You can only go forward or backward, and no matter where you go,
you still get shot.
You're in the same predicament anyway. So
but good job on the T1 though, because obviously, like, it was Commander Muerte that provided the vision for Gauvin to actually take out the Sirius. So yeah, definitely good move on that one. And you know what? Right now, if I were PvP, I'd just wait.
Yeah, I mean,
I would just wait. Actually, I would just wait. And set a trap, because they're just at this point. Well, I mean, they only have like 7 tier point advantage, but you know, because okay, that last scout is way down south. So basically, I don't think it's going to be an option for PvP to take out Heinz out, but perhaps, like, you know, send Icewater and his T-69 to the eastern front. Yeah, and make the crossing and just possibly try to harass some of the Immortals players from a flanking maneuver. But I wouldn't. Yeah, if I were just PvP, I wouldn't take any risk whatsoever, because that tier 8 down pretty much when it comes to the series going down so early on, it's such a huge advantage. And look at that, we still have like 6.5 minutes left in this 5th set.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, PvP can afford to wait, but I mean, right now what they're doing is they're organizing their setup right now. They're getting information about, you know, where the Immortals are, what they're up to, and you can see that from their position right now. The I believe it's Ace-Wooter and Dustin Ulapong over there on the eastern part of the railway, and they're making the cross. They're poking their head out on that southern edge, because they don't know that any members are actually over there. No members are over there, so they're eventually going to cross, and once they do, I want to see them pull another member off if they're actually going to push from the edge, and then they can have a northern push and an eastern push simultaneously. And then, you know, go for like a crossfire situation. But I mean, right now they're just getting information, and they have plenty of time to do this. And this is classic PvP. They just like to push in slowly, make that net, and eventually, once they know exactly what they got to do to take the win, they do it.
Yes, indeed. Right now, definitely not taking any chances. I believe it's Dustin Ulapong that's way down southeast, or it could be Icewater, but I don't think so though. Like,
no, Icewater is by the railway.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you wouldn't risk the T-69 just venturing all the way alone like there. So yeah, Dustin Ulapong, who's slowly but surely creeping closer towards the Immortal starting position. Now he's being joined by Icewater as well. So
the heavy tank, I believe it's an IS-50 or AMX-50. over there that was spotted on the southern edge over there.
Yeah, it's Savang. I think
yeah.
it's Savang.
Yeah, it's probably Savang, and Batman's still over here on this entrance on the western part of the railway. But yeah, they're really just PP just waiting, slowly spreading out. Yeah, I mean, this T1 and the T69 over there in the Immortal starting area, starting position area.
They're just
really
trying to get like more eyes on target.
Yeah, they're really
much.
spreading out and
look at
actually
that, like
covering a lot of
Batman is
ground.
actually attempting the cross, I believe, or maybe not.
Maybe not cross, because he can't cross through that dead tank
Yeah,
right there.
there's like a.
But he's in position to provide cover fire. Right?
Indeed, and like some more damage taken down. Like Ice Water who cracked a shot, so he has been spotted pretty much. But he did crack a shot at one of the Immortals' tank.
Yep. So a little bit of poking going on, and they have stopped.
Look at that!
over there on
Both
the
T1s go down.
Yeah.
Actually, on the PvP side. So Dustin Wilpong was spotted and was taken down.
Yeah.
So Ice Water like alone to the eastern front, but he decides to retreat a wee bit more. I think, yeah, I'm not sure whether PP are going to push the way that they are right now, though.
Yeah, I mean, if they push from this position,
they would be at a clear disadvantage.
Yeah, it's gonna be extremely hard because all the members are.
Look at like
are
yeah,
just
the 5100s are probably just gonna go more towards.
Oh
the,
my god, this actually is gonna be a really bad idea for PvP.
Not necessarily. I mean, they're not gonna take the underpass.
The second they cross, they're gonna come out, and all the members of the Immortals are just waiting for them. Right
no, they are, but they're not taking the underpass though. They're just going way to the west. Right now, they're not in range. They're not in range. As a matter of fact, I think they're going to be able. They should be able to cross relatively safely, though.
I mean, they're right there waiting, though. Look at that. Robin is over there.
Ice Water took out like Dustin Wilpong. So yeah, no, I think because they don't have the angle. Because we're talking about 250-100 and an IS-3.
Wow.
So
look at that damage going on to Zavanj, PNL, and Catan.
Yeah.
Catan is still at full health. Look at that PNL so low right now.
Those 50s, man. Those 5100s with their other loaders, and all they got to do is like climb down the hill pretty much to wait to reload.
Yeah.
So I think it was actually a pretty brilliant move, and look at that just now. You got Ice Water just rolling in for the finish. You only have 2 IS-3s left now, and LOL Tractor. This is game over, folks.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna have to call GG right here. It's nothing. Only 2 IS-3 remain on the Immortal side, whereas 4 Tier 8 tanks remain on PvP. So definitely, not much PvP can do to actually lose this. I mean, unless they somehow lose control of their mouse and and aren't able to fire. It's gonna be really hard for them to lose.
And look at that, PNL already solo as well. Iron Buzz is still at full health, but he's the only one. I mean, not even at full health. He lost like about 40%, but PNL here is just pretty much a walking corpse.
Yeah.
Already, he's outnumbered, he's outgunned. Look at that, Little Mac and Robin both just rolling in to take him out. And it's only going to be a matter of seconds before he goes down.
Yeah.
PNL with the last shot from Little Max and look at that, Ice Water still like so healthy as well. So yeah, those 5100s on top of that railroad ridge just doing so much damage.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the final Tier 8 remaining on Immortal's side, and there's a LOL Tractor. I'm not sure where it is. It might be. I think he might be going for a push right now. On the western rail or on the eastern railway.
It's called the push of desperation.
Yep, and there we go. Only 1 tier now remaining on Immortals, and it looks like this 5th and final step will go to the PvP, so great job once again.
Yeah, indeed. It was really not a bad performance from the Immortals per se, but losing the Sirius and his IS-3 so early on, or was it a T-32? Yeah, it was a